I made $134,000 trading gold last month with basically just the same information that I've always had before. Nothing really changed for me perspectively, ideologically, or strategically. And for some people, this might be their biggest accomplishment or their lifelong dream of doing this. Truth be told, obviously, it's a dream for me too. Like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, I might be acting nonchalant right now, but that's obviously awesome. You can see it in my face right now that I'm obviously not over the moon, because it's now 2-3 weeks later from that point, and I lost those same accounts that I made that money on. And I'm not surprised. I'm not upset, because you guys got to realize it's just a continuous cycle. The best part about these funded accounts, man, is that I can make all this money, I can withdraw all this money, but then I cannot. If I lose it, it's whatever, it's paper money. So we're right back at the beginning of this cycle. I just posted another video about me trading on them the first day. It didn't go that well, but we're back to break even. But you're here obviously trying to repeat this, and you want my honest opinion on what could actually take you to that next level as a day trader. This is what's going to actually make you money day trading. Channel everybody out, focus on yourself, and you are going to repeat the same process that your gut believes you are going to do. I've always felt like I've had this calling to do this. I've always felt like I've had the passion and the drive and the ability to do this better than other people. But I'm told by people online that those things don't work, and you need to do what they're doing in order to have success. And a lot of the time, I would say they're completely false. My entire time day trading over the last 5 years, I pretty much put all this time and all this effort in and learned completely by myself. I've never took someone else's strategy. I've never bought a course. I've never took someone else's strategy or done what they're doing because they're making money. And I know that might sound like a shock, because I'm on here trying to teach you how to trade. And yes, I one-on-one people, and yes, I have a Discord. You will never catch me making you do certain things. And the people that I do mentor, it's always about finding out what they're good at, what they're bad at, what their mental strengths are, what their experience is like. And then obviously it's a test cycle from there. At this very moment, my focus is making sure you guys have the ability and the knowledge and the capacity to be able to say, okay, I can do this too, because this is a huge goal and this is a huge accomplishment. But for you, this might see something like this so far away. But I'm telling you right now, the actual brain power that it took me and the experience that it took me, you are right there, bro. Going off of the actual strategy, you might be wondering how I did this. Actually, it was pretty different than most. A lot of the time, just a little background on me, I've always been about price action. I've always been about supply and demand. I've always been about basically just doing as much as I can on the chart, without drawing too much. Just with what can I look at the chart, see what it's doing, and give myself some sort of surveillance off of previous price action to predict future. I mean, that's really what it's about. But it's not about using, IFVGs and channel and candlestick patterns and shit. Like, it's always just been basically, what is the chart doing? Okay, based off of that, what is it more likely to do? I've always seen this as a percentage thing and giving myself a mental gap of, okay, what are the odds of this trade hitting? Based off of what I know, again, based off of my experience. A lot of the time I would call this my own intuition. At that point, then I'm making just a, educated guess on what's going to happen in the future with a stop loss. An area where I say, okay, if it gets past this point, I was wrong. Then channel that together with the idea of, I know exactly how much money I'm going to lose if this doesn't pan out. You have yourself a really good system. That's really all I have to say about the trading during this time. I really don't think I was doing anything crazy or something that was out of body. I want to preface real quick what I was using to trade during this time. I was using 5 select accounts through Tradeify. I'm obviously partners with them. You guys can go ahead and use code Steph if you'd like over there, 40% off. I wish I was using more at the time, but that's okay. Only will bring light to you about what the actual, opportunity is there. You got to realize the more funded accounts you have, obviously the more money you make, but obviously the more you will spend. I went with the select route through Tradeify just because I felt like they had a really high payout cap. It had no consistency rule. And then once I passed it, I went down the blue route that gave me the no daily loss limit. No consistency rule is such a big thing for me. And the reason why I didn't get more accounts is because there's not a lot of accounts that will actually let you do this. It basically just gave me the opportunity to hold trades overnight, catch those big wins with a very small size, be able to kind of protect myself, but make a lot of money in the big run. A lot of people underestimate the no consistency thing, and I think it's the most important thing to have on a funded account by far. And the last thing I want to be able to kind of show you guys is why I am making this money and why you aren't. My honest critique is obviously my experience is the number one thing. I have the time vested into this where I can actually say I've been doing this for a long time. I'm comfortable. I've had my losses. I've had my wins. I know what to kind of expect. And maybe you don't. Maybe someone like you would get too overzealous and they'd get too confident and they'd start taking bad trades. Stuff like that is really going to throw you off. But that's really it, man. I really want you to be motivated by something like this. I really want to show you the kind of opportunity that you have with all of this. You understand that, but now it's about executing. Get on gold for sure. Stop trading NASDAQ, bro. If you're trading NASDAQ in 2026, you are leaving yourself way less opportunity. Gold really has those good moves. It has great price action. It has those expansionary moves you can catch. Definitely switch to the higher time frame, 15-minute, 5-minute stuff, and just look for those continuation plays like I was saying. Stick to smaller sizing, but go for bigger moves. Get on those Tradeify accounts, of course. Make sure to join the Discord. I just started to back up. I'm actually posting a whole course thing in there. I really hate using that word, but it's all for free. The link is below. I'm so excited to get back in there, start sending trades out, building the community back. I totally went AWOL on it. I forgot about it. I gave it up just because I was just in this mode where I just had to keep pushing forward. I had to just change my life. And I'm still there, and I still am not where I want to be, but my main focus is always you, bro. And I love helping you out. I love, giving you some sort of motivation if I've given you a single second of motivation and confidence and ideology on why to trade, this dude came out to me like a couple days ago and said, yo, I'm the reason why you started trading, which was super cool. Just know I love you, man, and I'm supporting you. You know, I know this is a very individual game, and not a lot of people have your back, bro, but I'm not rooting for anybody more than you, bro. So just please stay safe. Hopefully we can be in touch, and, you know, I'll see you around, man. GG, good luck.